Well, golf is a game with some pretty strange terminology. Many times someone will use a word or a phrase that you may not know exactly what they are talking about, and you may feel embarrassed to ask what they mean. Well, fear not, our WETM video journalist Rich Tanner is willing to ask some of those questions.
Okay, Steve, I've heard about the weak grip and the strong grip for years.
Yep.
I'm not sure what my grip is, and I don't.
It's more of a baseball, no.
It's more of a baseball, maybe. But I've heard, people talking about whether they needed a weak grip or they needed to strengthen their grip or something. What is the difference, and why would you need to do that?
Well, obviously we're both right-handed players, so, opposite for a left-handed player. But, the person, I get a lot of people, whether it's a student or a person on there that say it's a right-handed player that hits a fade a lot or hits a slice a lot. Okay. So what we might do to them, we might strengthen their grip. And when I'm talking strengthening your grip, it's the left hand is way over and the right hand is more under the shaft. Okay, because what we're trying to do with that, when the hands rotate, we want that toe to close and square the face up. Okay. So with a stronger grip, with a hand underneath it, the idea of that hand rotating, it's just a little easier for that toe to close. Now, vice versa, for the person who fights, fights like a hook, they might want a weaker grip. And when we're talking weaker grip, instead of the right hand being under the shaft, the right hand's more on top of the shaft, and the left hand is more under the shaft. So the right hand would be more here, which that means the toe's not going to close as fast, and the face is going to stay more square to straighten the ball flight out. So the person who fights a slice, little stronger grip, right hand more under the shaft, left hand more on top of the shaft. For the person who fights the hook, we want the left hand more under the shaft and the right hand on top of it. So if you're a left-hander, it's just the opposites you would work with. And then as the golf swing gets better, you go back to more of a neutral, where, we're basically, clapping. We want them side by side type. So, if you're fighting that little fade, that little slice, you might want to strengthen your grip. Right hand more under the shaft, left on top. If you're fighting the hook, left hand more under the shaft and right hand on top.
Okay.
Yep, and that'll just help get the ball a little straighter.
Okay, that may help.
All right, Rich.
Thanks.
Yep.